what it seemed to be one cart on its own, sort of. There is only 4 wagons esque, but one wagon stands on its own with nice lilac blue covers on it, with a cover that is stretching out with its one open side window. You can see a lot of medical supplies inside of it. Much bazaar-like in its demeanor.
Oh.
But you cannot... From what you can see, there is a lot of medical supplies. Everything from robes to big wizard hats to your medical supplies you would need, spell components of all different sorts, and medical paper and stuff. We can't not in there. Also, I want.
Good.
Also, I want the perception eyes, and I want the present the survival eyes.
But it's time to rest. Anyway, if there's nobody there, I'm gonna cast that and probably be overtaken by stuff.
Yeah, it's like first round you literally is just a mess.
Like, bombardment.
Yeah, it is a clouded mess of stuff.
Yeah. So, if I focus on it further, is there anything that feels peculiar?
Mostly everything. Like there are definitely stuff inside that is like more strong magic. That you could make another short kind of check on. But you would need also be like closer and able to see them a bit more to just because it just clutter the entire thing. So like you would actually need to move stuff to be able to see what is that magic source, because it's just piles and books on top of it, and you don't know if the book you're looking for or something underneath. As it is very cramped with stuff. It's basically like it's basically is like the cupboard of medical shit. You know, like you have that storage cupboard that you just throw stuff into. It's basically that from medical stuff.
Nice.
All right.
Like you impressed that things aren't falling out of it. This wagon.
Probably magic.
Yes, it certainly does feel like this. All my senses are getting overwhelmed.
As you get closer, you see that one of the hats that is quite large is rustled and actually moves and pops from underneath it, sticks a head out of it. It's a female red-haired halfling with a medical hat way too big her size. Like, you expect if she were to stand right next to it off the ground, it would be half her size, maybe plus some more.
Good day.
You here for anything in particular?
In particular, I am looking for a book that I could use to take magical notes in.
Yes, of course. A spell tome. Anything in particular as you start rummaging through stuff?
How much do I have knowledge of those?
Spell tomes? It's
Yeah.
hard to say, like... You know that they are very individualized, but there are, like, the general, like... Walmart, like... X-brand spell books, you know? Spell tomes.
Well, if possible, I'd be fine with just normal paper, but like the covers of it being made from leather and possibly have it be a pouch, so it's protected from the weather at least a little bit.
She rummage and rummage. After Scrutner ducking down into her hoard of stuff, pops a hardened leather bound tome as one arm sticks up and she crosses herself up. And she puts it basically on this slight like half desk that is from the window. Ah, here it is. One spell tome, leather bound, waterproof. Practical in size, with appropriate ink of gold leaves. It should be enough to be able to even do light enchantment on, if you're interested in that sort of thing.
Yes, I believe. May I hold up my hand to inspect, look closer?
Yes.
Would it be?
As you inspect closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an appraised roller on glass leather making.
So just the praise then. Well, damn.
You have no idea if it works, but it looks cool. Like it looks well made. You know, not have you seen any spell books, spell tomes, you know, per se.
Is there any like knowledge arcana or magic device to know if it's any different from just a normal journal?
You can use medical device to like see if it's any if it's enchanted per se, but it's not like you can see any like runings on a particular.
Okay. Just gonna inspect it thoroughly, so might as well. And that is a very stable 8 that I keep rolling.
You have particularly no idea. It's a leather bound tome that seems hardened leather and quite sturdy.
Yeah, it seems nice.
The halfling says that it is waterproof. You need to take her word for it, but you know.
And I suppose you have a cup of water nearby.
I can give you one better.
2 cups of water.
Ah.
No. Hold it up from slightly from the palisade. It's if you mind, up in the air.
Okay, I shall do that.
She then produces an orb from somewhere under the maybe table she have with room, and says a couple of words, and it starts to you have a localized rain cloud of you up here, and it starts raining, and it seems to be bending off the book quite well, though you are quite wet now. You can step to the side if you not want it to be that wet.
Yeah, I believe I'll take a bath when I get back into the palisade anyway, so...
It's quite warm shower-esque.
Yeah.
That isn't for too long, but it does disappear. Lasts about 12 seconds, about, and then it disappears.
I flipped through the pages.
They are blank.
Yeah, and dry.
Yes.
So how much for it?
I expect you to know need the ink that it does have. So that would be 10 gold pieces. I could take it for.
I see no reason. From what I know some. If I remember correctly, that sounds like a fair price.
It is a slight fair price. You don't know if you're underselling you or whatever, but it sounds like a fair price for like a normal spell tome.
Yeah. Yes. Approximately how many pages are there in it?
520-ish.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not gonna run out soon.
Yeah. Had to make sure. Yes.
It's a £7 book, you know.
Yeah. Travel sized.
Well, normal spell tomes are closer to like 2,000 pages, so you know.
True.
Because a couple of formulas can take like little 7 or 8 pages to write down. Depending if they have
Yeah.
rituals or not.
Yeah. It's kind of weird how. I don't think it was just. Because technically you take a page per each spell level, so how about enchantments like just a little scribble on the side of the page?
No, they literally take like a page per spell level, as the enchantment
Yeah.
would be.
But like 0 level spells.
Those are not like permanent though most of the time. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I go for my pouch and give her 10 gold.
okay. She takes it.
Now, is there anything else you would recommend?
Well, I have many things.
I can see.
I have most of what your heart desire, but most of it is definitely out of your price range. As it doesn't appear to own Spelltome.
What was that? I couldn't hear.
Most of it seems to be out of your price range, though, as it doesn't appear as you did own a Spelltome.
Hmm. Well, that might be so.
She kind of wizard shamed you.
Yeah. Mostly I'm getting a spell book for personal research. My own magic tends to come from the blood, and I cast that from my hand.
Well, I have dabbled in such research.
But yes, is there anything that would pique my curiosity? I would be interested in purchasing it.
Well, if you want to take a look, you can do that. In meantime, someone else can do something if they want to do some shopping.
What do you think, guys? Should we all go shopping?
Or we could 16 NPCs, you know?
What was it?
What do you mean 16 NPCs?
He prepared 16 NPCs for the shopping trip.
No, there were 16 people in caravans. I made 16 people. Like, it's not that unheard of, is it?
No, I think.
There is a couple of children, if that intrigues you.
What?
Why would I want to talk to brats?
Yeah, I'm also like, why would we be, why?
Yeah, why? Intrigue you? What?
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry,
Justice seems like a guy
is
that would
there
put
a
on
dark
show for kids.
secret under any of us that has to do with children that we should know of?
I'm the size of one. I have the height of one, but I'm not friends with any kids. No.
I mean, Justice seems the type of guy who would go there.
Yeah,
Crazy
like
about how
Justice
they
seems like the
should
guy
be
that
good
would put on a
guys.
show for kids.
Yeah.
Sure, if I see them.
He'd be the
You
guy.
see them
Maybe.
running around playing
Hmm.
in the fields, being washed over by other people.
Yeah, I
Mo-
see no,
most
I see no
notably,
particular reason to interfere. Guys, should we go to the market? I heard that Demi is already gone there.
The mere, but sure. Also, I still haven't got the survival from the survival person and perception for the perception person.
But we're in an outpost. Why?
Yeah, we're safe.
Why would we?
It's just if you were to leave this session. It was
Oh,
not a-
okay.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Are we not safe here? Is there something we need to know?
My God.
I mean, bandits know of this place, so
We know they're probably somewhere nearby.
Yeah, but we whooped their ass.
I'm not sure
More
if they
than
are
once.
actually nearby, considering how the brigands.
Well, I
were
mean, they were here.
killing any bandits they come across because they think the bandits are out to kill them.
Am I the survival guy?
I think you're a perception person.
And we also have Grax, who isn't currently drawing a map, so he can also roll one.
Is Grax here?
I think he's
He BRB'd, so he can't roll. So
What?
Okay.
I think
Oh.
he is back now.
Nope, he's
Somebody
back.
say something.
Are
We
you
need
our
to
perception
roll
Person?
What do we need to
perception
roll?
or survival.
Okay.
for the session.
Don't I usually do the cartography shit?
Yeah, that's the thing,
I-
right?
Yeah,
Also,
me-
he still need to make his map, even if he's not currently mapping out stuff. Like
I
he
shall-
just make footnotes and actually write them down. Like you make footnotes and actually start writing them down correctly when he can sit down at that table. You know.
Yeah, like he's finishing the details of the map.
Yeah, I should probably go do that.
Well, okay. What you
expect you to
roll,
do that at,
Longtail?
like,
I'll
9
roll
times,
the other
so.
thing then, because I think... Longtail, you were the survival person, right? I think?
I think, yeah.
Okay,
Should I
and I
roll?
think
I
I
think you
was
were
the
the
perception
perception
one.
person, but sure.
What?
I mean, you can check it from your character sheets which one.
Yeah, I know. I think I have more ranks in survival than I have in perception.
Yeah, then I'll roll survival. I'll roll perception then.
Alright.
Should I make that roll? Or
No,
Are we good?
you're fine.
alright.
Oh,
What a
just
lovely day!
look at
Okay.
something else than the children.
Hmm? I'm currently trying to inspire the other people to go out shopping
Senny,
with me.
you don't know the Justice. You don't know that there are 16 people. You think there are like 8 or whatever. Like you saw a dwarf and you think you saw some couple of humans.
I certainly saw a dwarf, but I think there are people there. Should we go shopping?
Yes.
You talk to a dwarf, so I hope you've seen the person. You're not literally not blind. Yeah.
It's a goddamn mask!
No, no. The revenge of the
Grax, are you coming with us?
Yeah, sure. Where are we going?
To the
Market.
traders, market, place.
We're going shopping. Ooh.
It's a caravan, so
I gotta shop.
it's
with
not
my
really a
friend.
marketplace.
Oh. And we could buy fitting clothing and we could talk about things. Oh, maybe they have
Why do we
food
need-
there.
Why do we need clothing?
Yes, perhaps we'll get our nails done too.
Yeah, guys, this is a caravan.
Lovely idea.
Not like a festival.
Couldn't Redfall technically they have reason to sharpen their nails every now and then?
Yes.
They do.
So Longtail is actually serious about getting their nails done.
Yes.
Well, on that note, you actually have perfume.
Oh,
What does it smell like?
Definitely different kinds. Like, you have quite a nose. Like, a bit of rosé, some rosemary.
What
There's definitely
else?
some like high-grade soap also, like mixed in the background of the smell.
It reminds me
Sure.
of a fancy restaurant.
It reminds me of a place in the capital of Brevoy I really, really liked.
The sewers.
Well, if the sewer smelled like that, I mean, wow.
I mean,
The very advanced city.
Yeah.
They are famous for being quite advanced in the
Wow.
region. They are not like Numeria like advanced, but you know,
do they do
it's
dump
hard.
soap?
It's hard
into
to
their sewers?
to compete with a literally a country that had a spaceship crash into them and become the capital. You know, you know that's a bit harder to compete with. But yeah, are you
Tell us
gonna
what
follow?
we see.
Well, as you get closer, you see a chain of 6 wagons. One I have already described with the lilac blue tenting and heavily propped in with goods of all kinds.
Mhm.
You see one that is quite nice pink colored on one side and green on the other side. Like there's a split in between and there's 2 windows in it.
Cosmo and Wanda.
Exactly. No, that would be interesting though. Otherwise, you see one which have an elven design, definitely. It seems to have removed its entire like one of the walls of this pure wood one to become like a big table where you can see both fabric and jewelry out on it, and then you were close to one with woven design before, where you can see metalworks of different kinds. Otherwise, you see a couple of the rest of the wagons are quite unnoticed. They don't seem to be like merchant, basically having their like logo on the side or wherever, kind of thing. So they most likely are hitch-alongs.
Mhm. Can we
And
tell
probably
what
the people
each
with the
wagon
children.
is?
Yeah, you can see the dwarf one is metalworks. The elf environment is both fabric and jewelry. The green one seems to have some raw materials. It's hard to see from a distance. The lilac one is medical supplies. And the pink one seems to be beauty products or of the such, because it smells of perfume. And you can see basically in attached to a rope different colored soaps hanging from it, like they were like sausages hanging from a meat stand. Also, as you look around, you can see that there is definitely some guards to this caravan. You see quite large female human with a 2-handed sword on her back that seems a bit larger than she should be able to have. And what looks like, it's hard to say from this range, but something maybe in the elf area. Sitting by what they are basically a campsite. It seems they have been having a fire at night, fletching arrows currently. Something else to note, you see 3 human males walking around, 2 human female in the adult range, 2 male human children, and 1 female human child.
So you said there were 2 human guards.
Yeah, in from what you can see from this distance, at least.
Like, where they like, are they standing pretty much in the middle of the caravans, or?
The one that had the 2-handed sword seems to be walking around, just patrolling basically, and the other one seems to be sitting in the middle-ish, where there's this campfire site, fletching arrows currently.
Ah, okay. So I assume one of them is using a crossbow and the other...
No, I didn't say fletching bolts, I said arrows.
Arrows. Well, so bow.
Yeah, well,
And the other, what is the other one using?
as I said, a 2-handed sword that seems way too large for its for the person's size.
Final Fantasy.
So, who do you want to interact with?
I'm going to go to the closest caravan there is and look what they have. I'm going to systematically go by every one of them.
Okay, the closest caravan.
That's how you do
is one
something.
of the, well, the closest wagon is one of the unbeknownst one that seems to have the one of the families inside of it.
Okay, no,
And
that's not
they
exactly
seem a
what I
bit
meant.
Spooked by you coming close to them.
Well, that's not completely what I meant, but you know, every
You
caravan.
said every wagon, so you know.
Fine, okay.
Of the merchant wagons, you could said, you know.
Okay, I basically look inside and sorry, and then go to every merchant caravan. There, happy. Are the others coming along? Are we going to get on this shopping spree?
I'll go with. Might
Why
not buy anything.
I like that. Nah, why not?
No,
I
what's the
haven't
first
done
one?
it. The first one in the order from where you're coming from is the green part of the double caravan with the pink one. It's seem to be raw goods of the sort, at least, or bulk goods that you get more close to it. There is definitely food and stuff like here in it, and it smells a bit of alcohol, but it was mostly. It's easier now to smell when you're closer. It was definitely coated in the scent of the perfume right next to, in the same wagon, and it seems like a jolly human seems to be sitting in it, and is very appreciative of you as you get closer. Ah, come closer, come closer! I've been waiting for... I saw you when you were passing by into Oleg's here. I was wondering when you would come out. There's nothing that stops a venture from being intrigued.
Well, color me intrigued. What do you have here?
What color? No, not nothing.
Well, I have many different kinds of things. Alcohol, food, raw materials of different kinds. From faraway land. I also sell stories for stories, if that intrigues.
Does he mean books or?
No, I think if you tell him a story, he'll tell you a story back.
Oh. That sounds interesting.
Mm. So, anything that intrigues the mind of these adventures that haven't given them the name of to Fiddick.
Is there anything that specifically stands out among the stuff that he has on sale?
Well, as you look around, you notice you don't notice that much because you're glancing around a bit, but as you look around inside, you see something that you do a second pass on. It seems like one of its metal seems to be floating.
Good man. I think one of your metals is floating.
No, it's meant to do that.
What is it?
It's sky metal. Have you not heard?
Grax, have you heard of that?
What knowledge is this?
Engineering.
Dirty.
Yeah, it's a DC5 check, but yeah, sure.
I got it, guys.
It's a DC5 check, but yes, you definitely got it.
You're actually
I
the
know
inventor
what's
of
sky
it.
metal. Yes.
No,
clearly.
he is definitely not. Sky metal is particularly. It comes in different kind of states. Sky metal is like a general term of alien material from outside the world, depending. It's most centered in Numeria. There's an entire mountain of it. So they call the Silver Mound. I think it's called the Silver Mound. Yes. But this is you also, most of you know, definitely people with that have been close to any dwarf ever knows that one that is most common is adamantine, is also known as a sky metal because it's not naturally appearing in the wild. It's coming from meteorites and can be found in the ground if a meteorite had crashed there long time ago.
Probably why it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah, you know, demand shortage there. Sky metal, particularly like these kind of sky metal that floats, is extremely expensive, but it also had the effects of halving the weight of the armor you use, and also be able to. It's also a greater component if you want to enchant something to have the flying effect.
Interesting.
It also is an unknown alloy. You know it's an alloy. It's an unknown, so you can't reproduce it from whatever it comes from. Even with the Nat 20, it's like, I could do this if I had like 150 years on me to work on this completely. I could figure out how to do it.
But I don't.
But I don't. I have a lifetime.
At least for now.
You know, for now. Immortality, here I come. And you know that this ingot size that they have would go for about 200 gold pieces. Just itself. And it's quite like a half ingot, basically. Would go for that. You also know that it doesn't it's finicky in its heating point. If you actually want to do something with it, it depends on the particular ingot itself, if what heat it works on. So they are also quite difficult to work with. But it have the hardness of mithril, so it's really fucking strong. Also, it's very hard. It floats. It weighs nearly nothing, and it's very alien. And it's a guarded commodity of the Numerians.
That looks neat. By the way, which stall was selling perfume? Was it this one?
No, the one right next.
Ah, okay. So this one
Like
is
the
selling
half
food.
cart.
Though.
Like this literally is a person you can see like peeking with golden blonde hair peeking out, like trying to get a look at you people.
He's selling food, right? What kind of food?
Sausages, jerky, seafood. You have in nice ice containers inside. Also keeping them cool. You see some scorpion.
Scorpion.
Mm-hmm. In many of the desert parts of Galadriel, scorpion is a delicacy.
Say, is that safe for eating?
Yeah, if you cook it correctly.
Is it cooked correctly?
No, it's raw. It's actually living. As you see, it's like
Ooh.
move a bit. As it's hanging by its tail, it's moving a bit. No, long travels, you need to keep your commodities fresh. Nothing better to keep something fresh than keeping it alive.
I'm gonna look at Longtail for confirmation.
I nod.
General intelligence says that yes, things hold longer if they are alive.
Is anyone hungry?
I am.
Maybe we should buy something. What do they have again? Sausages, seafood,
Jerky,
jerky.
flour. Like, what do you want? Powdered eggs.
Master Longtail, what would you want?
At the moment, I want to try the scorpions.
But those must be cooked correctly first, I believe.
General incentive is yes.
I don't think we can eat them here in the spot.
I have heard of
Cook them.
people in stories that drink the poison directly as a rite of power and passage and manhood, or whatever you want to call it. Actually looks like a bit intrigued. You weren't interested in testing it?
Being a man and being an idiot aren't the same things.
Oh, it's as they say. What came first, the idiot or the man?
I would take a very rough guess and say the man?
The elves have lived longer than man on this planet.
Well, aren't elves man in some form? Or are we talking specifically...
No, I was thinking about us humans.
well. Yes. Then I'd say probably the idiot.
It sounds more like that. It sounds more reasonable. But as everything was set and ancient ruins were set from last time, from long ago, it doesn't seem like there were many idiots before, if there were any.
There are always idiots. They just don't usually live long enough to carry on with their line.
Yeah, makes sense to some degree.
Anyhow, friend. Do you carry any rations? Anything that could be...
Oh yeah,
Used,
I
carried.
carry a large amount of rations. What do you want? Dwarvish, halfling, human, normal
rat
stuff?
folk?
Rat folk? It looks a bit confused. I have listen, man. It should be close by. And I do remember giving something specifically to a kobold once that he ordered. But yeah, I do have lizard folk if that is intriguing to you.
Grags.
What?
Are lizard folk rations good?
Are they?
Well, it depends. Like depending on what region you are from, lizard folk lives in different regions. Like they're not in cold
Um,
regions, so you don't spend it. But like desert born, like you can have cactus and stuff like that. You know? Or if you're in like swamps, you can have like shrooms and stuff. Depends where you are.
From where are they? Depends, really.
These were picked up from when we were crossing other parts of the Riverland. So, Riverlands, which is where you're from, it's, you know, shrooms, algae, like seaweed basically. They're very good for your health.
Wait, it's
They're
I'm
healthy.
supposed
Keeps your teeth shiny.
They're healthy. This- You know, I'm probably gonna get some of those.
They're the same price as normal rations, except they're
Hmm.
except if you're not of a wild race like hobos, lizardmen, ratfolk, you may need make 40 to save just to survive the taste.
Good shit.
Wow.
Can't steal my rations. Huh. Only I can eat.
Hmm, those look tasty.
Justice, no.
Remember, these are for races like kobolds that literally eat rocks for breakfast. Sometimes. Yeah.
I once tried to eat a rock.
Why doesn't that shock me at all?
Oh, come on. It.
Did you get your minerals?
Good one.
Alright. I will take 5 days of adventures rations and about... Give me 4 scorpions.
Oh,
How much would that
interesting.
be?
Well, there's 20 gold for the scorpions.
20 gold for 4 scorpions?
They're a rare commodity here.
Jesus Christ, make them 2 then.
And that's 10 gold pieces. They're 5 gold pieces each.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a normal buying price rations. Which I can't remember in my head right now. Also,
Say,
what's
do
up,
you-
Scorpion?
Do you carry dwarven rations?
Yeah, I already said.
What are those?
Mostly excuse for dwarves to get drunk and eat sausage.
Ah, it almost tastes like home. Yeah, almost.
And I don't hope you start eating it before you pay for it, but you know.
No, of course not. How much would that be? For... Well, how much do you have?
I don't have an infinite supply, but I can handily get 30 days worth of it.
30 days. Yes, might as well. How much would that be?
I did look up the normal selling price for it.
Well, if it's normal selling price, I think it was slightly more expensive than normal rations. I know that.
It is.
I think they are 1 GP per ration.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Oh no, I think it depends. These are the dwarven ones. The dwarven ones are
Yeah.
2 gold pieces per
Okay,
ration.
2. So that would be 60. 30 days, was it, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Also, that's a shit ton in weight, you're saying.
Yeah, but I can carry it because I'm not really carrying much else.
As he hands you a crate worth of food.
I just hand him basically a handful of coins. Well, more like 2
That's
hands.
not a handful of coins.
2
is
hands,
it?
basically.
More than 2 hands.
An
a bag.
armful?
It's a bag worth of coin.
Okay, so I just to put that on the table, like shh.
A gold coin in D&D and Pathfinder is the size of the top of a can of like Coke.
Okay, so yeah, his desk might be a bit messy now.
You stack them properly.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. You say. So when adventurers carrying around like 20,000 gold pieces on them, it literally is a chest worth of money. You say.
There you go.
Thank you. Anything else you would need? You still see the person like in the other like side of the cart, the pink side. It's like blonde hair, blue eyes, like looking at you like like very intrigued.
I'm gonna turn my head, and as I notice him, turn my head and look at her.
It's a him.
Oh,
And
him.
it's like the hair just waves in the wind like there's a L'Oreal advert.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're worth it. Just
Elvi would figure?
nope, human.
Ah, human.
What's wrong
Hello.
with your hair?
Nothing. Nothing particularly. Like it looks pristine. Like the best hair you have ever seen is on this man.
My god, he's also not.
Fabulous. It's fabulous.
Yeah. If his hair could sparkle, it would. It's that good.
If you could get an item that would continuously cast precipitation to make his hair sparkle, he totally would.
I wonder what his reaction to my mustache is.
Go make friends.
Well, I
You
think.
can't see because you changed so you have the full mask on.
No,
You changed your mask
no, it didn't.
on a token.
No,
It's different.
no, it's not.
Daniel has a beard for some reason now. Demir has a
Oh
beard
god
for some
damn
reason.
it!
So it was Baz who did it.
well,
Oh, bad.
Daniel did the beard. Daniel did the beard.
Oh, my token is back.
I made Senior Injustice his alter ego with a goatee.
Oh god.
Mm.
Mask is black and he has a goatee.
Right.
I was gonna say, did you change your token?
No, but apparently Bess did.
How did you do that? I'm more impressed than anything.
I don't
Lots
know.
of concentration. Anyway,
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
so, no, as he sees your mustache being unruly from being in wild, he
No, I bought a grooming kit, remember? And I pretty much used it.
yeah, it's still unruly to his regard.
What?
Like, to him, it's like if you're not at the barber every day, 4 times a day, your mustache is bad.
But remember, I am an Asima, meaning that I always
Guy.
look great.
Not really.
It kind of
He
does.
thinks-
Kind of describes
Yeah,
it like
you-
such.
Wow.
You
If
look,
he thinks
you look.
Justice looks shabby, how do I look?
No, you don't. You know.
Maybe
He
don't
just sees
ask.
a group of you, and basically like, let me get that for you.
I didn't even
Prestidigitation.
have hair.
Prestidigitation. No, but between you feel like all 3 of you, different things. Like I'm gonna stop with Grax. Between your scales, you just feel as every like sand cone, dust, and everything just goes off you.
Oh shit.
You feel like someone had been like bleaching your teeth,
Oh
like
god.
intensely.
Oh god, help.
You can't even feel like bacteria on your teeth anymore. You know,
I've been
that
assaulted.
shiny white.
I've been assaulted.
Long tail. It's like someone have been brushing you every hair straw of your hair 1,000 times each, and been nicely oiled, and like straighten out your what's the name of the things that comes out from like the nose?
Whiskers?
Whiskers,
Nose
yeah.
hairs?
No, whiskers. Your whiskers have been like straightened out like beautifully, so they should be symmetrical. And your hair been like pulled back, so you have like it's perfectly aligned with the eyes, and your ears like like all the way down in your canal. Suddenly feels like there's no earwax at all. You feel like you could hear so much more.
I think I want Longtail to leave that place while he still has testicles.
I just looked shocked at Longtail because he kind of looks like a different person now. I'm not used to seeing him like this.
Senior Justice, your mustache is correctly aligned, oiled in, brushed, slightly darkened. Does seem to have a protection of sunshine on it now. That is from the top right. Whatever angle you move, you feel like the inside of your eyelids are moisturized correctly, so you don't feel any shifting when you blink.
Oh.
Much better.
What did you do?
I'm so confused.
I
Oh, God,
feel-
help me.
I feel beautiful.
As I was
I
saying,
am very uncomfortable.
that
Ow.
will be 10 gold pieces. Thank you.
Oh, hold on.
No.
You didn't even do it with...
No.
That seems a bit unfair.
I didn't even ask for this.
It was worth a try. Anyway, welcome to my beauty shop. I actually do pick me ups of my customers for free, but sometimes I like to play yoke some adventures. I was adventurer once, you know.
We don't appreciate you trying to hustle us, ma'am.
I think that's a guy, actually.
What? No.
Yes,
It is.
it's like... I know, I definitely see what you're what you're saying, but...
I mean, is it?
I'm
It is a guy. You
pretty
don't know.
sure
Like,
it
it's
is.
actually like it's like
I know he's a guy. I said it on purpose.
yeah, but like let me describe the guy. Like blonde hair, blue eyes. Like think like high school, like the beauty guy.
We
The guy
got
that
it, we
always
got it,
looks
but he...
good in all photos.
We're trying to say he looks a bit feminine.
He doesn't look feminine at all. It's just that, like, he's basically every like shampoo ad guy ever.
Well, in that case, we might just be trolling him. I don't know.
Clearly.
Yes.
So, what are you selling here?
Well, all you need in your beauties, perfumes, soaps. I have a lot of soap.
Hmm.
About 50 kilos of soap. Want some?
Well, why would anyone need 50 kilos of soap? That seems a bit much.
Well, that was why I bought my first ever inventory.
Hmm.
You don't know how long you're out, where the closest handmade soap is come from.
Yeah, you know where the next soap salesman is.
Yeah, someone
So
understands.
you became the soap salesman.
Yeah, that is definitely.
Hmm. What kind
I
of
am-
soap is it? Is it just normal soap or...
No. These are handmade from exquisite makers from all around the world.
Or
Even-
the fire of Mordor.
Even I have had queens as customers. I have had princesses. I had a couple of kings, council members, and such. come to me.
Then why would you still be
when I'm-
standing here selling soap to adventurers?
Well, first off, we're leaving in 2 days, and we're only passing along.
Oh, I suppose.
It's a bit rude to say that I'm not allowed to sell to whoever I want to.
No, I'm not saying that. I just, well, somebody that sold to royalty, I just thought might, I don't know, have a bigger stand or... I'm sorry, never mind.
I travel to see the beauty of the world,
Yes, I can definitely see that.
as my goddess want me to do.
The world is worth traveling. You mentioned a god. Who do you worship?
God. Did I have that written down?
I'm going to guess Shalem?
No, not Sam Rady. It's another one on S. There's so
Shalem?
many one on.
I'm going to guess it's Shalem.
God
It's
damn
not.
it.
I don't think it's Sheila. Sunni. He's a follower. He's a follower of Sunni, which is a very rare religion. If you don't have no religion, you have no fucking idea who it is.
Did somebody say judge religion?
Yeah, you know who it is.
Did
There's a
somebody
very
say
few-
justice? No, nobody actually said that.
Yeah,
Never
I've heard of
mind.
Sunni, you don't know anything about it. Or... you know about Sunni. It's a very, very, very small amount of them. She is the deity of beauty.
Cool.
Her, with government over love. Her dogma is primarily concerned with love based on outward beauty, with primary importance placed upon loving people who responds to Sunni's appearance. It is very much. If you don't look good, you're not allowed to be one of her priests.
Hmm.
You have to be fabulous.
Yes. It literally is. It's basically the god of the mirror, if you think of it that way. Most priests are known to be narcissistic in some degree.
So, what kind of subs do you have?
Well, of all kinds. As I started rambling off 99 different
Hold on.
flavors
How?
and scents.
How expensive are they?
Depending. The Blackmora Lotus is 99 gold pieces. But I have lesser things as rosemary for only 5 silver.
Do you have citrus?
Yes, I do have citrus. You want from freshly pressed in the inducements, or do you want concentrated citrus?
What's the difference in price?
Concentrated is 6 silver pieces, and freshly pressed is 1 gold piece per bar of soap.
I'll take the concentrated.
Easy.
Thank you. I give him the coins, take my
Yeah.
soap.
Do
Yeah,
you?
after opening up a casket with like basically like a chest just full of different soap kinds, and with like you see noted on it lesser varieties on it.
Do you have something that smells strong, like but good.
Like a
And-
gelatinous cube, like a garbage.
No,
heap? What
but
do you mean
good.
fun?
Something that's something.
Just give him sandalwood.
What?
Sandalwood.
Hmm. Look at him. Hmm. How much would sandalwood be?
Interesting variety of choice, but I do have. That would be 2 gold pieces apiece.
Hmm. Could I smell it
Having-
first?
I don't want my customers to be picking their putting their nose in my soap, but I do have it in perfume form. You can
Oh,
have a test smell of.
all right. Thank you. So, how does it smell?
Like a combination of like sawdust and like cherry tree.
Hmm.
With a slight hickory smell.
Hmm. I don't know.
Reminds you of a really good like Dorish barbecue.
Hmm. I don't know. Seems a bit stereotypical. Do you have anything softer than that?
Justice, I swear to God.
I have many varieties. It's easier if you pick yourself.
Hmm.
As to me, I can only recommend what I use. And that
Well,
is a
what
bit
do
out
you
of your
use?
price range. It seems to be a bit out of your price range.
Oh, well. Well, what is within my price range? Are there any good ones that you can recommend?
Want me to do this auto session because I literally have 99 different kinds.
God damn it! No, don't.
Jesus Christ,
Literally,
like,
yes,
you
like,
serious?
Kinds of
It's up in my head. It's not written down. It's just me figuring fucking out all of them.
How do you remember all of these?
Okay, listen.
Because I actually go to perfume shops
Okay,
sometimes.
you know what? Strawberry. Let's go for strawberry.
Okay. Yeah.
I
You
want
get- you
something strong, something manly. Yes, I want strawberry.
That seems about
It's
right.
exactly what I think about manly and strong. Strawberries.
Yes.
If you're not a real
It kind of has strong in its name. Strongberries. No, wait.
you
Not
That's
like
not how you say it.
to bathe in like
not like single
Lighter
malt
fluid and
whisk,
motor oil.
not like single malt scotch or anything. No, like strawberries. That's what I think about when I think about manly strong
Scotch.
men.
No, I'm not a drunk. I'm not Irish either.
Irish doesn't drink scotch that much.
Don't ruin my jokes. So, what about strawberry?
It looks a bit like a blinks of it. The perfumer's soap.
Well, he thinks for a moment. Is there a big difference in perfume and soap from the price range?
Not particularly, but they have different uses. You're also missing soap, technically.
Maybe potentially both. I'm thinking about it. Either way, first of all, the soap. I need soap.
Okay. It is 4 silver pieces for it. You get a nice pink bar of soap.
Does it smell nice?
Smells of strawberries.
That's not a good answer. So it smells of strawberries, I assume.
Well, the
It
Senor
smells of-
Justice
It
thinks-
technically smells of like strawberry pocky. So
Pocky?
yeah.
Don't know what it means. But I'll assume be alright. And give him the money. And pocket the soap.
Okay. He takes the coin. Ish. Anything else you would like? Can I glad you in some nail polish, mustache oil?
Huh?
isn't nail polish for women?
Moist. Like I sell for all different.
Does he have something on?
Parts.
Did he polish his nails? Can we
Yeah.
tell? Okay.
Yes, they are pristine
Okay.
What color?
and natural color.
You know, like, good for him. That doesn't mean we have to follow suit, though, if we don't want to.
Just out of curiosity, how much would that cost?
Hence, I offered more than one thing.
Generally speaking.
What are you trying to buy? Is what I'm trying to say.
Nothing specifically, I'm just curious so far.
Well, my entire assortment of one of everything, I can give you in a bag, in a collective price that would be about 250 gold pieces.
Ooh. That's quite a bit.
Well, you get a lot for it. You get one wipes, nail polish, mustache cream, moisturizer, hand-picked cucumber flowers for your eyes while you sleep.
That might make for a good present for Damir.
Get him an entire fucking beauty kit.
I mean, you'd probably appreciate it.
Yeah, don't you think he'd be happy about it? I think he'd probably
Well.
like it. Would make a good present.
I'm not good enough friends with Demir to go into debt getting him a present.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't quite know when his birthday is. He didn't tell me yet, but
Why aren't you getting a present for me?
who says I haven't?
Ah,
We've been here this entire time.
That's why he brought the strawberries.
Ah, we should have known.
oh,
Most manly sense.
I was kidding. Please don't get me one.
Well, I might come back to you with that one. Guys, do you still want to buy here something, or should we move on?
I would like to visit the dwarf.
How about we just move like systematically, and eventually we'll get there.
Okay.
You know. That way we'll not miss anything.
Make sure to shop at every fucking place.
Yes,
Yes.
that's what we do this session.
Fucking shopaholics. You can do other stuff for sure.
No, you went through all the trouble. We'll shop.
Sure. It's not like the characters are more interesting than the shops they own, for sure.
What?
So,
Do you want us to start a romance with them? I don't know what you
Alright.
want.
you can, apparently.
Okay,
I'm gonna
You
start
may
a
get some
romance
extra good prices, you know.
keep that in mind.
I've
Romance the shopkeeper.
which okay, we need to be strategic about this, you guys. Who has high charisma? Because I don't.
High charisma.
Yes.
I have high
Where is
diplomacy.
Demir,
I feel
actually?
like I am pretty charismatic, if I do say so myself. I'm pretty
I'm good
great at inspirational speeches.
I'm good at talking to people. I'm not charismatic.
Good. You people will flirt, and I will get them.
Flirt?
Wait,
Yes.
what? Senior Justice? I think you got this.
What? But,
Yes.
but,
Worry about it. You
You
got,
got
this.
this.
wait,
I
what am I
trust
supposed to
you.
do? Wait, what?
Got this.
What are you guys talking
You
about?
have
Got
Flirt.
this.
You can do this. We trust you.
Do what?
It.
What's the plan here?
Grex, I think he. Do you know how to flirt, Justice?
I
It is important part of your training to know how to seduce.
Just on a technical level, what skill check would that be? Persuasion? No, that's not a thing. I guess diplomacy?
Bluff.
Bluff.
It could be, depending on what you're trying to do. It could be bluff or diplomacy.
It depends.
It could be performance, depending what you're doing.
Okay.
If you're doing really bad at it, it could be intimidate.
Yeah, that's also part. It does work out better with orcs than other kinds of races, but yeah.
Yeah.
When you
Okay,
get play
but
to your audience.
shouldn't we just go ahead and continue shopping? I mean, we had a good time,
we'll
so.
continue shopping and maybe get a bargain.
Well, if you're trying to do that, I can definitely recommend Ilvain in the fabrics over there. She is
Ilvain.
currently looking for a strong, honking man.
Why are you doing this?
I slapped Justice's back.
I-
That's where we're taking you.
I just
Come
look
on.
with a very sad expression at the guy, like, why did you do this?
Well,
You
if
got
you're in need, I do
this.
sell special occasion goat skin.
Huh?
Special occasion what?
Special occasion goat skin.
What would you use a
Can
goat
you
skin
explain
for?
what that is?
And how does this relate to the
Oh!
situation? What are you talking about?
That took you way too long.
Oh, Justice, I just, pat him on the back. You're not gonna need them for, like, the next few hours. You're still gonna be here a few hours, right, shopkeeper?
Well, I'm leaving in 2 days, so.
Okay, we'll
Ma-
probably come back.
Master, is this part of my training?
Yes, it is. Come on.
I reluctantly do.
So you walk over to elves. And the female
What did
elf,
you say the girl's in the fabric name was?
Ilvain.
Alright, can I go check her out to see if she gets good?
Yeah, she is definitely like in a stats, she have a 20 charisma. So yeah.
Yeah, but appearance, how does she look?
No, it's not like you haven't talked to her yet, but it is definitely in appearance. She's also elf, so that comes with the territory. So
Damn, that's a higher charisma than I have.
yeah. Good person to marry. Anyway.
Oh!
So are you gonna walk over to Ilvain? Or
I just imagine being forcibly pulled by them.
Yeah.
Or slightly pushed.
or are you gonna go to the male twin? It's that you can say
Perhaps a
definitely is close to an
long tail
18 charisma.
Uh-huh. I think Grax and Longtail are just the asshole friends, forcing the friend to do something he doesn't really want to do.
Maybe a
And
little
we're
bit.
not even
maybe a
drunk.
little bit.
Jesus.
It's fine. So the group gets pushed up to Ilvain, that is carrying a silk robe, it seems to, and have long jet black hair. Quite unusual for elves, particularly. I'll take it easy. Desperate, you're next on list. Yeah, you're still is like dumpster diving into the medical stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? I might join him on that.
No, you need to be part of this.
Oh, I feel like
It's fine. It's the next stall over.
Oh,
It's
okay,
the
good, good.
so you walk up to Ilvain. It is pleasing meeting you, travelers of the world.
greetings.
Greetings indeed.
It's a pleasure
I-
to meet you, fair lady. Have you met my friend, Senor Justice? I say no point to justice. Gotta be the wingman.
Hi.
I have not, but I seem to have done that. What it is that connects our fates?
I look really I look at Master Longtail searching for help.
I give him this wicked smile, saying, "Oh no, you're not getting out of this one."
We're both here.
Yes, that is what fate, connected fate normally leads to in the beginning. Let's explore a bit deeper into the meaning.
Well, seeing as we're both here, that means that fate made us come together today so we can have this conversation.
Oh. It does seem like you're trying to repeat what I'm saying. Am I not understandable to your kind? Is there any other language you want me to speak in that you're more attuned to? Is Aladrin not what you normally speak?
Aladrin?
Aladrin is basically the English of the common world. Because there are different kind of comments in Pathfinder. It's basically the English, like... Technically, German is also common.
I don't know, what kind of other languages do you speak?
Well, I speak all kinds of the common speech. Yeah, I speak Elf, I speak Sylvan. That's about it.
Sylvan's a good language.
She said she speaks all sorts of common.
Yeah.
But is there by any chance a sort of version of common from like a very accent-ish common where I grew up?
Yeah. You know what? Why every fantasy dwarf sounds Scottish or like Irish?
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
I wonder if she's into dwarves. Let's do this shit, boys.
Do you know how it's called, that version of common then? Could you just...
I think it's something on R. I have them not open. I have them not all memorized. This is literally me.
Okay, I'm just gonna make something up.
I have done not all
would you by any chance speak Rogan?
Wrong.
I just made it up.
Yeah, it works fine. It's a regional dialect. I can speak a bit of it if that's it what intrigues you.
Okay, so now we're speaking with a heavy dialect. I'm wondering, do the others still understand us?
I can roll linguistics.
Okay, so there's a chance they don't. Good.
Yeah. Nope.
That's 20.
Oh, 20. Yeah, now you know.
Aha! Oh.
So,
One thing, it's literally, it's like someone is speaking Cockney to you, like, this is English, I think.
I'm just really proud, thinking, "Ah, yes, my student is becoming a man."
okay, so I'll be like... so, I apologize to, you know, take some of your time. What kind of stuff do you sell here?
Me and myself is selling the fabrics of the world from further away places to other planes themselves. My brother, Suglain, sells jewelry that you can be found all across the realms.
So, I was wondering if by...
As you can see, like, there's like definitely like twin by definition. Like, he's the slightly worse looking twin, but he definitely is a twin. Peeks an eye.
Oh, he's looking at us.
Conversation. Like, he peeks an eye, like, he's like doing inventory and peeks an eye, like, at the conversation, like, okay.
Crap, he's looking at us. Is he?
Like, with one eye, like,
That's awkward.
or
Oh god. So I was wondering if by any chance, and twiddling his thumbs, well, if I could flirt with you.
Roll me diplomacy. What do you have in performance?
What?
What do you have in performance?
Should I go with performance? Because I'm speaking the truth right now, though.
What I said, what do you have in performance?
Acting.
Yeah, acting is part of flirting. You know, it's still... It's not really diplomacy because she's buying it. It's
Okay,
just like,
so
how are you presenting
I'll
it?
roll perform then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more how are you selling this than what they're saying.
Decently, I suppose. That's average.
Like, it literally is like the same, like, can I flirt with you? Question mark? It is quite intriguing that someone is to be so straightforward as, like, you see, like, the brother's ear twitch.
You know, only if it's no problem.
No. So you don't want to do anything else?
Well, what do you mean? I'm sorry, I haven't done this much, I must admit. To be honest, this is the first time I ever tried something like this.
Oh. Well, she's gonna do a sense motor check on you.
It's true.
Yeah, it's quite low DC, I think it is, but I still need to roll for a sense motor to see if she knows it.
It's
Yeah.
kind of sad, but it's true.
Okay. So, question, are you a virgin or not?
Do we really have to go there? I think
Yeah.
the answer is obvious.
That's what her sense motor check were.
I think the answer is obvious, yes.
Okay. Well, I can do first time free for boys.
Hmm? Oh, so...
I said I can.
Hmm?
I said I can do first time free for boys.
I don't know what do you mean? I look around. What boy?
Why don't you follow with me and I can show you what I mean by boy.
Hallelujah.
Well, sure, I suppose.
Okay.
Just give me a moment to excuse myself. So guys, I'll be going with her flirt.
Well done.
Alright, bud.
Follow your instincts.
Just do it.
Okay.
Just go for it.
So, are we gonna struggle or are we gonna do a quick fade to black as the rest of them are gonna go digging for medical items?
I'd probably just fade to black. There's no need
Okay.
to prolong
I don't
this.
know. I don't know if you want to be raped, you know.
You do tell.
Oh my god, we just did that! We are horrible people!
You just tell me if I have to roll athletics.
You can. It would definitely improve your odds that you may get something else.
We did this, and I'm okay with that.
Hold on. Can I also roll diplomacy?
Are you gonna be a talkative guy?
Yeah.
It's not that kind of deal.
That's what he was taught to do. Flirt. So he's gonna talk with her. Also.
Jeez, you're that awkward, virgin.
Hmm?
Roll athletics and diplomacy. I guess you can also roll acting if you're really fucking desperate.
Athletics. Hold on. I don't think athletics is a thing, is it? No, it's not in Pathfinder.
It is not.
I guess acrobatics then. What would it be?
Well, you can either do a constitution check or a strength check.
Okay.
Depending on what way you want to go.
I don't know what does either one of them, so Constitution sounds much nicer. Strength always sounds aggressive. Constitution.
To be expected. Anyway, fade to black. As the rest of the group goes over to see Damir and this halfling diving through It basically like there's spill goods all around the wagon.
Can you imagine me just standing there with stuff in my arms that the halfling is throwing on me?
Yeah, it basically is like Yoda is throwing stuff like out of his like house, like sort of thing. That he thinks that you may be interested in. You have a teapot of ever heating. All liquid inside it is always warm and ready to be poured into tea. As one of the things. There is a cloak of billowing. Billowing. There's a wand of wand identifying.
A wand of wand identifying.
Yes, it's a very specific wand. There is at least it's not a wand that that shoots wands, you know. Do you get everything down? Whoever is typing. And something else that is that is like the next thing that you
Hello?
note. Hello? Did I disconnect or something?
Okay, now I can hear.
Did you get everything? The cloak of bellowing, the tea kettle of ever heating, the wand identifying. Like the only reason why you got the wand of wand identifying, because you brought up that you have had problems with wands before. So you brought up the wand of wand identifying. Something else. There is a band of nourishment. And shoes of slipperiness. That's the stuff she throws on you that she thinks that it is in your price range.
You do know that I am a count.
Yeah, but from the sound of your, from the calculated sound of your pouch that is swinging, and that you, and then it sounds lighter than when you came here. I expected that you have done dealings with Oleg, and that have already lightened your pouch. And by the sound of it already, I would say that you have around, at maximum, 300 gold pieces inside of it.
That is true, but unfortunately, I must say that none of this is really that interesting for me or something I require.
Well, she looks at his sword. Maybe I can intrigue you with enchanting a sword then, for you. If nothing that I sell intrigues you, maybe I can make something that intrigues you.
Perhaps. What kind do you offer?
What kind are you asking for? I'm an experienced mage.
Well, I suppose I will draw the sword from the cane. That was rather good that she recognized it.
She may have traveled with a companion that had a sword cane.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna draw the sword and like give it out to let her view it.
Well,
Has been passed down in my family.
well, I can't work for it forever, as we'll be leaving in 2 days. So it's only lighter enchantments I can do on it. Is it masterwork? Can't remember if you bought the masterwork or not.
No, it's a simple.
Oh, okay.
Because
She looks
the
at it
only
with a bit
spell
like, okay then.
No, I mean it's
mean,
simple
you might-
to use, but
I mean, he might actually. I mean, making it masterwork is something he might actually be able to afford.
Yeah,
So there's a spell for that.
there is a spell for that. Yes.
yeah, the problem is that I don't have proficiency with those.
No. Masterwork is basically your sword cane, but it's better.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
need an item
It's
needs to
easier
be
to hit with.
masterwork, and the item needs to be masterwork to be
Enchanted.
needs to be masterwork to be enchanted.
Like,
Basically, it's
Don't
too
think that
low
was
grade
an-
to be able to.
currently
You're not
wondering
fancy
if that
enough.
even was in the weapon creation.
There is. It
How
is
much did that cost?
250 gold pieces. Because
Why
it's a
didn't I
one-handed
add it?
weapon. Masterwork is on a one-handed weapon is basically, if I remember correctly, it is
A one-handed simple weapon.
yeah, one-handed simple weapon, which is 250 gold pieces. An arrow is like 20 gold pieces to make masterwork.
Wait,
Not that you do make masterwork arrows most of the time.
well, art isn't masterwork stuff. Isn't it with ammo and arrows? Isn't it usually it's the normal price, but you get 50?
Yeah, you make 50. You don't make one of them. That's the thing.
You make them in quantities of 50.
Yeah, you make them in contact with 50. No one makes one masterwork arrow. You know, it's just a waste of time. Yeah, so for 250 gold pieces, well, she offers you it for 170 gold pieces. She can make it masterwork for you.
Yes, I do believe that has worn down during their generations, so yeah, I believe it should be brought back to its former glory.
Well, it's not broken. That I could have taken care of much easier. If you have anything broken, you
Yeah.
can leave it in green.
Yeah, it seems that it's more just worn down. I remember it looking nicer in some of the paintings that there are of it. But yes, if you'd be so kind to be able to return it.
I will
what it
return
once
it to
was.
its pristine condition. It will take by tomorrow noon. I could make it done.
That is fine with me.
So no one wants the cloak of billowing then, or does
What does it do?
it is always billowing. You always have a superhero cape basically.
Why
It
would
is
I buy?
Huh?
Why though?
Because cool effect. Like it is always fluttering in the wind for dramatic effects.
I have a feeling Senor Justice would like this.
It's not that all item I brought up just for him.
When he comes back, we should tell him about it.
But what?
Perhaps we should get it for him.
Got his back.
So-
Choose it.
Ah!
No, I'm kidding. I know.
So, in what show were you, people? Ghost. They did walk up to me, right? Or did they just see me and ignored?
Like no, like you just get thrown stuff at you and then they walk up at you and say this. Escapade. Like there is also like the two children, two of the three children, are like looking in awe at just all the stuff that just get thrown at you, haphazardly. Mostly because enchanted item doesn't break that easily. Also, the shoes of slipperiness makes it so you can't walk with them, and you're always prone.
But why?
Can you ice skate on them?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I suppose you could use them for something, but
Yeah, put them on your prisoner and they can't run away.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, guy you're trying to kill switches boots, puts on the boots, falls in his face, and you stab him.
Nice. Very nice. So yeah, I asked them.
I like a kettle that always have whole warm water.
Hmm.
But what if you want cold water?
Yeah, there's other stuff for that. There is, like, there is
Ever cool canteen?
every cool canteens, and there is sh- shilling bags or holding things they called, if I remember correctly. It's basically instead of the like astral plane, it's the snow astral plane. It comes to it's always minus 45 degrees Celsius inside.
Ah.
If you want ice cubes, you know.
And actually, I checked there's a prestige scout called the Winter Witch, so that would like it.
Winter witches are cool.
Yes. But
You can
I checked-
keep rummaging for in her stuff if you want to for other stuff, or you can ask her for like something that you want specifically enchanted.
Yeah. So, do they reply anything when I ask, like, what have they been browsing?
So,
Food
we
and
didn't
soaps.
we didn't do much
Where is Senior Justice?
doing
We
stuff.
got him a girlfriend.
Wonderful.
I'm not sure he actually wanted her.
But he
We'll
has her
find out
now.
when he comes back.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out.
I wish him luck.
He's probably gonna need it.
So, who's the lucky girl?
This elf, her name is Elvira, or something.
Like that.
Sounds nice.
Ill vein, but sure.
That thing.
Sounds nice. Sweet name.
You're all there,
As
right?
a matter of fact, now I'm questioning whether I send my disciple to his death. Elves do tend to be treacherous.
If
We
you
should check
want,
on
I can
later.
go check on them.
I had to roll Constitution. I might be dead. She poisoned me.
He might be dead. Oh no.
I can go check on them.
You never know. She may be a succubus, and you have negative levels now and die.
Fuck.
Oh,
We
God.
should have known.
Yes, Demir, go.
Go find
They
the man.
say
You know
get a
what it is,
master to
so-
teach you martial arts. It'll be fun, they said.
My intentions were good.
No, literally,
So
if I throw the
where-
succubus with minus level at you because they are minimum of -2, you would literally immediately die
Yeah.
for having
Yeah.
sex.
Actually,
Yes.
I
Tell me
wouldn't.
I
I
didn't
can
send
get
him to
minus
hell.
levels.
Ah!
Oh yeah, you can have how much succubus sex as you want. I forgot that.
I just remember that I can be the succubus king.
Yes.
That
Every time
would be
he
great.
fucks a succubus, he gains 2 levels.
I'm glad that the topic of my possible death amuses you so much.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about
I
it.
have on my bucket list to kill to kill a player by a succubus or incubus.
Really? You have a list of ways to kill your players?
No, he has
No,
a bucket list.
Just
Good
a
to
list of
know.
things.
He has
Just
a
a list of
bucket
things I
list.
need to do before I die. It doesn't mean
Yeah, that
it's
is
all
fine.
killing players.
Yeah, I have a list where somebody needs to die by a cannon in Novus.
Jesus.
Remind me to never get near a cannon in Novus.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
Flying out of cannons are safe all the time. Pirates do it all the time.
So I do wish we could return that soon. There's a lot of stuff happening there soonish. Anyway, yes. So where did Justice and this elven lady go? Where are they?
Grax, which
Um,
direction do they go to?
I think she took him into the stall. Or something.
Which one of them?
Lon, did she
The
actually
wagon
take
that
him
is
there?
shaking.
That one.
Okay, either he's having
I
a good
believe
time or he's getting
he's-
murdered. Oh my god.
Yeah, I believe he
Okay.
might be fine, but
All right, Demir.
I can
The
go.
question is, do you want to walk in there? That's the real question.
Probably not, but I believe I can pick up a few hints on whether or not it's a case of emergency.
All right then. You go
Yes,
do
let's
that.
let's all be small college teens that are gonna
Yeah, let's
hear
all
in
be
on the
peeping
six.
toms.
Clearly.
I mean, I have been to a few balls, and sometimes people get a bit carried
Mhm.
away in those.
And balls? Really?
Yeah, there's always a lot of flowers in balls.
What
It
does
literally
that
is
mean?
like balls in the medieval age. It's literally just a reason for nobles to fuck around.
Yeah,
In a
my
figurative
God.
sense, or
both.
Both. Something that is not written down much is that there were a lot of orgies back in the day. Anyway, anyway, let's not talk about real world history. So, are you gonna listen in, make a perception check to see if, like, how it's going on?
Yes.
Not sure if I can know how it's going on. Just curious if I have anything I could do to make sure it's okay. I believe I'll just go outside it and cast detect magic, make sure at least nothing like that is going on.
Oh god. Oh no.
Well, you do sense enchantment and transformation magic inside.
Oh god, no.
I wanna
You're not
focus
sure
on
exactly
that.
what it is. You can wait 3 rounds and make knowledge arcana.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and then make some knowledge arcana. Oh. So, Greg, as long as I'll have fun shopping, I'll be studying what is happening.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's spellcraft, not knowledge arcana.
That was the spell sense.
See spellcraft. Oh wait, no. No.
I mean, I suppose
knowledge
it's up to the
arcana is
GM.
Knowledge arcana is the school. Spellcraft is the effect.
Ah, so yeah.
Well, I have the same points in both, so doesn't
You're
really make
you're
a
a good
difference.
full mage. Picks both of them always.
Yes. Actually, I don't. Yeah.
So you're gonna see what the effect is. Give me a spellcraft. Well, the enchantment seems to be some sort of magical light and ever-burning torches and sort.
Hmm.
And the transformation seems to be
sorry, just wondering, should I
some
cast
science-
daylight?
no, there is
Okay.
light inside.
No, I was just wondering.
And transformation seems to be let's just say illusion first. Hold on. The transformation seems to be some sort of like arcane mark lock in that direction.
Probably lock on the door.
You
For
can
a
you
door.
can maybe sense that there is an arcane lock on the door.
Yeah. Well, I do suppose it is fine. I believe I have things to discuss with Oleg. I hope Justice is having a good time.
Roll for constitution. No,
Even me.
Yes.
God damn it.
Wow, Ilvain
no.
is a bloodsucker. Wow.
you feel a bit hot and bothered by by being so close to a shaking wagon.
Yeah. Oh. Mm.
Would appear so.
So, a fade to black later if you're not gonna buy any of the lesser medical items.
I have stuff to discuss with Oleg, so.
Okay.
Yes, before. Still here sweating with the captain. So,
You can see
Alright.
they're sitting down playing cards.
am I interrupting?
No, you're more than free to show up.
Do I recognize what they're playing?
Dragon Thrones, which is basically D&D Pathfinder version of poker.
So, do you have room for one more?
Look over. You know how to play.
Roll bluff.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I know, but I can roll to make sure.
Noble stunts are really is played out, so you know you've been living for 150 years. There's a big chance that you have played it at some point.
Yeah. I mean, if with nothing else, then when I was like 15 and the young nobles wanted to do something radical.
Say the card game itself is
Radical,
only 100
dude.
years old, so
Oh.
you're older than card game. You say.
Game is younger than me. I remember when this game came out. Oh, what? No, nothing. So do I need to roll anything or do I know it?
Knowledge history.
I don't have a point in knowledge history.
You have no idea what is it.
I mean, I have a natural 2 in it, but I don't have a rank in it.
No, can't roll it if you don't have it.
Yeah.
You can roll local if you don't have that.
I don't have that either. I'm planning on getting the ranks in those next level.
Nope, you have no idea.
I can't just roll memory.
Nah.
Okay. I've played some point, but I don't.
You can't-
I'm
like,
afraid I
you
don't
can't
remember the
remember
rules
the rules.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a problem being ancient.
Yeah.
Well, it's simple. You either try to get a suit of dragons. You try to collect age. The older, the stronger. Metallic beats chromatic. Easy to remember. Easy to play.
I believe I could try.
Mostly because I have not set up that card system. Because it actually is a real card game. Because of course it is.
Oh, we aren't going back
course
to
it
the
is.
drunken depressed days where we literally just sit here for an hour or so while someone's playing cards.
Haha.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Hmm.
I have not put in the right cards yet.
Mm.
Mostly because I didn't think anyone actually was going to play poker or Dragon's Throne.
I don't think I'm gonna play it often. It's just to, discuss my matter while I'm.
Well, you can either roll sleight of hand or just intelligence or charisma.
I mean, for
So
me,
basically,
I suppose that-
bluff, straight intelligence, or sleight of hand.
I think I'll bluff. Wait, would that be bluff or charisma?
Bluff.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bluff. What's the stake?
Well, currently they're just playing for 5 gold pieces. If you want to raise, they're more than happy to do. Both of them have money.
I didn't really intend to play for high stakes. I'm just basically a small bluff here and there.
Okay. Okay. It goes poorly for for the captain. But it's not as poor as Oleg that literally is like freaking out over like how much you show you're confident that you have the best hand in the game. Like literally sweating like I'm not gonna win this, and immediately folds after being big blind. And the game goes on a couple of games, and in the end you win about 30 gold pieces before the rest of them. But like, we need to stop before we lose anything more. They obviously look a bit angry at you, like, yeah, don't remember the rules. Except every time you have shown your hand, you have had shit cards every time.
He literally
Ah,
doesn't
yes.
know the rules. He just bluffs them out.
So
Yeah,
I
because they
gained 40
literally can't
gold.
sense it. Like, you shout confidence.
Yes. So, yeah. While I'm playing, I want to have the discussion of. Oh, like now that there's traders coming through, I believe they also use your food and probably even have a drink here.
Well, yes, if they buy, they are more than free to.
I was wondering if you'd be interested in buying some beer or wine.
Buying in or buying from you?
Buying from me.
Where did
Something
you find alcohol?
It is something I acquired. I'm not sure of the quality of it, but if you have an empty barrel, I believe we could try it.
Sure. He walks to the kitchen, comes back with a couple of 3 wine glasses. So what is it? It is intriguing for us both.
Yes, I also need to go fetch the alcohol. So, should I bring it here, or are you bringing the barrel with you?
Bring it here.
Okay, I'll be shortly back. Gonna go fetch the pot from my horse. So I come back with an empty pot, a kettle. What it was? A pot.
Yes, it's a cooking pot.
Yeah, an iron pot.
So where's the alcohol?
Here. This is why I don't exactly. No, I haven't tried the quality of it before, but let me try. How did it work? You push your head into it basically, and you.
You shout in what you want out, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put my head in there and shout beer, and then have it over the
Very
while
fastly.
I'm over the barrel. Yeah. Yeah, I'm expecting that. So if I need to roll for reflex or anything like that, initiative, I guess, would be.
No,
to
there's a
dodge out of
reflex
the way.
save.
Oh yeah, there was.
This is the first time you're using this reflex is must have it for this situation.
No, there's the reflex save.
Your face gets a bit wet in beer. Like you get the like nice like beer like fluff in your face.
Oh.
Gets like goatee of bubbles.
Yeah. Well, there are 4 gallons of beer in the barrel soonish at least.
That's impressive of a trick. How long does it last?
Do you mean how long the beer lasts, or?
Well, obviously, magic normally, in what I have seen at least, it goes away fast.
I'm not quite sure, which is why I wanted to pour it in. Also taste it and see how long it stays there.
Both of the gentlemen put their wine glasses into the beer and start drinking. Tastes like a decent stock. It's not A quality per se, but it's not watered down beer. Interesting.
Is there a third mug?
Yeah, he brought a third mug.
Yeah, okay. I'm also gonna taste.
It's like it tastes like the most mediocre beer ever. Like it's not bad, it's not good, it's just like extremely like mediocre. Like it's good cold, but it's not cold. So. No.
Suppose it is drinkable. So, should we fill the barrel up and leave it for the night, see how long it lasts?
That is certainly a plan, if that's what you want to do. I wouldn't
How
say
big
no
is
to
the
free
barrel
beer.
like? Yeah.
It's like a small barrel, it's not...
How
like
many,
it may...
like, liters does it take?
In gallons, it would take like 8 gallons.
Okay, so just one more time. I'm gonna do it once more, shout beer, and try to get my head out of the way.
Yeah, this time you like make sure that you can do it.
Yeah.
It was a bit more like how fast it just appeared out of nowhere. The beer filled up. She pours in. Well, that's an impressive trick. An iron pot of infinite beer. Sounds amazing.
The quality isn't that great, but
I
you're
know
too
many.
thirsty.
I know many tavern owners that would love it.
yes.
People don't care if it's mediocre beer or not. Most of them get watered down beer most of the time anyway.
That is true.
Now, cyanide. DC 42 for sale to survive. Okay. So, is that all you're gonna do for the night then?
Yeah, I suppose I'll leave the barrel and take the pot with me, and also ask for the papers.
Yeah.
The extra sheets of paper, and I also pay for those. How much for those?
I think we already paid for it. From last session. I think we already paid for them from last session, if I remember.
I don't think I did.
Otherwise it should be 2 gold pieces for like 5 sheets of paper.
Okay. 2 gold pieces for 5 sheet. Okay. Yeah, about it's a coning one is 4 silver pieces. So. 5 of them, so I got 6, and I'm gonna give 2 gold pieces away.
Okay.
And with that, I'm gonna head to my room to write the message, and
Do anyone else want to do something?
I also give Oleg and the captain, I tell them that let's say as long as you leave some in the barrel, take that as my thank you for allowing me to join your game.
They both look at each other. We will drink responsibility. With responsibility. As they like exchange their words.
I trust in you, man.
So, how long exactly does my stay last? Anyway.
Uh,
By the way,
let's say here, we're not gonna go to bed tonight.
oh, okay. By the way, remember when I rolled diplomacy? My goal there, by the way, was to basically strike up an engaging conversation with her. Basically, to get her to get to know her a little bit better. So I wonder.
Daniel, I know I was a virgin at one point.
So yeah, I know. Good for you. So how long did that last with a 20?
Depending how long you're gonna go on, you're not gonna see the outside of that wagon until dawn.
So I can theoretically talk with her the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You don't mind.
No, not at all. They told me to flirt with her. That's what I'm doing.
Daniel,
Hmm?
you're not stuck in there with her. She's stuck in there with you.
The shaking of the caravan was just us playing Just Dance Revolution.
No, her banging on the walls. Trying
Wait,
to get...
did you just mix up two dance games together?
What?
Just Dance Revolution? When it's Dance Dance Revolution?
Oh
and
come on,
Just
leave me
Dance.
alone.
Just dance.
I don't play
It's a
these
fictional
games.
world. In Pathfinder in medieval times, I suppose it is alright for it to be a mix.
Yes.
Yeah, but I would never mix up Just Dance and Dance Dance Revolution. They're two completely different rhythm
Oh
games.
come on. By the way, can I also roll insight? Or I mean sense motive to basically well, also to see basically to really, because I'm also trying to understand her better. Basically have a good conversation with her, understand her better, etc, etc.
Yeah. You can only become friends with people if you scrutinize them, for sure.
Alright.
You don't sense... You can't... She's very poker face in her moaning state.
Hmm?
Anyway.
But yeah, we're having a
As my
conversation,
eyes are
so
going
you know,
blurry,
that's good at least.
Do people mind if we stop here? Because my eyes have been blurry the entire day.
Oh.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, fun fact: Saida is actually only DC 20.